Dreamers! Daydream episode 81 coming right at you. Yeah, still, no special effects. So, getting back to it. Dreamers, it was, wow. I mean, there was so many things that happened this last week that were just great in regards to Dream Stream, in regards to overall fitness, positive vibes all across the place. And so let's go ahead and catch you up on Retro Friday. So we completed Super Mario RPG Part 3. So at that point, we were looking for stars 6 and 7, and then to fight Smithy, basically, to stop him from everything he was doing in his other universe kind of thing. And surprisingly, thanks to, and we actually ended up, because of everyone's participation, we did this side quest I've never done before, and we fought a boss that was very much like from the Final Fantasy IV final boss. They took like a little bit from that, but like it was a bunch of different things going on with it. And anyways, it was a really cool challenge. And then the reward was totally worth it. We got all this awesome stuff. And with the awesome stuff, it really made the rest of the game pretty easy after that. And but yeah, so that was Retro Friday. After beating that, on Saturday, we rolled in the Steam Saturdays, and we were rocking Darkest Dungeon. We did most of it was really good. We had to abandon a long master quest. Like almost like immediately getting in there, it was just like, nope, shit's bad, man. Shit's real bad. We lost Moki. I'm sorry about that, Moki. And then we otherwise did really well. We farmed most of the evening. We just kept on going in there and running with our Antiquarian, and just kept on trying to get as much gold as possible. And then after that, we made a bunch of upgrades to the town, overall to the roster, to their stats, and be it from the blacksmith with their armor and weapons, or the guild with their overall skills. And so after improving a lot of those things, that's kind of wrapped up the whole evening. On Sunday, we were rocking Speed Run Sunday. I really felt that we were going to PB on Contra any percent, and I was in a groove, and we shaved off time on some of best, which was excellent. But we never got that elusive PB. Then we roll into Mega Man, and on Mega Man 2, I was in a groove. I even had a 10-second advantage going into the final boss, and which is Wily 6, or the alien Wily that you have to fight. And he was about 2 or 3 hits away from dying, and I jumped into him, which I'm supposed to do, but not when I don't have the invincibility frames, right, or the invulnerable frames. So that was a bummer. It was kind of like, well, we tried, and that kind of how the night ended. We were close, but no cigar. Monday, Mix Up Monday, we were rocking with the 90th guest appearance of DOS Postman. So we did quite a few epic things. We went right back to Milan's Secret Castle, because that is DOS Postman's favorite game for the NES, and it showed. He was having a good old time, and we got a lot further than the previous time, but no, we still didn't beat it. So I think we'll give it one more go in a couple of weeks, when DOS Postman is most likely to make his return on Mondays. And as we're playing the game, I try to hype it up a little bit. DOS Postman's done so much stuff for the Dream Stream, and I wanted to kind of give back to him, so we were able to get him Milan's Secret Castle, but the hard copy. We got him the hard copy, and we were able to gift that to him right there on stream, and it was really cool. He was stoked to get it, and I was just glad to be able to say, hey man, this is yours now, based off the story that he told everyone. Then Tuesday, yesterday, good old time Tuesdays, I was like, let's start with some Mega Man 2. Then let's roll on into Contra, and if we're lucky, we might even get some Link's Awakening in. No Link. No Contra. We only played Mega Man 2. I felt in such a groove, and over and over and over again, I was so close. And then just one level would mess me up, right? It just was like, how is this possible? Like, oh my God. And we kept going, right? I was like, you know what? I really feel like we should grind this out tonight. I really think we can PB. And our last run of the night, who knows? I mean, I might have run a couple more times, right? But it ended up being the last run of the night. About what? We put in almost 2 hours of overtime. We did it. We freaking did it. We got a new PB in Mega Man 2 normal zipless, and we shaved off 14.4 seconds, something like that. And we improved on our sum of best as well by another second and a half. And so there was just so much awesomeness that happened with that time. It's now been confirmed. I checked. They tweeted out just recently that we did it. The time is confirmed. And we got a top 20 time now. Obviously, it's for now, because who knows what people do in the future as they start to get better and play the game. But we're going to keep on grinding. Maybe get that, maintain that top 20. Maybe move up at like 3 or 4 spots. So that way it's going to take, 4 or 5 people to beat our time to push us out of the top 20. So I'm really excited about that, because it was one of those where I felt we could do it, and we did it, right? We just kept on like persevering. Keep doing it, and bam, those dreams will come true. I'm looking at you, dreamers. I see you out there. And yeah, so that was really cool. All right, so other stuff that went on during the week. Well, my father was so convinced that he's like, nope, you need to go get a new controller. We're hunting. And I was like, all right, cool. So we climbed on into his awesome truck. Obviously, which was, if you guys were following on Twitter, you remember the whole Vegas scenario, all that catastrophe. So this was really cool to be hanging out with him, and he's leading the way with his truck. And so we go out there to the Berryessa flea market, and we're searching for the video game sections, right? We're looking for the different, and we finally found a couple of them. Got me a bunch of new controllers. NES controllers, and they're new to me because I never owned them. And then I've been testing them out at home. A couple of them have been good. A couple need some work on them. My other one that I already had is being worked on. But also, that's where I got Milan's Secret Castle for DOS Postman. And then for myself, as I crush everything. A little bit of that Contra action. And so it was just a really cool day to be out there with him and doing that at the same time, just rummaging through all this different just stuff that I want to collect, I want to own all the time, and I just don't currently have a space for it. Obviously, I would tell you guys I've been doing this this show and everything inside this closet, so it's like, there's not necessarily a lot of space to be going and doing that, but a couple of different things, and it was really cool. And sometimes you gotta do that for yourself from time to time. With that being said, what else? There was one more thing. We're doing great on the weight loss. This last week we lost like 0.5 pounds. Most of it was water weight though. So with most of it being water weight, it's kind of just, all right, that's just kind of that time. So I'm trying to figure out different ways I'm going to start to, alter things a little bit as it's time to keep on shifting the overall, that didn't even look right, shifting the overall diet that I previously had to gain size, and now this diet that I'll be transitioning into, that I'm trying to lean back out. And so it's that's what the information is there for. You don't want to get discouraged because there's it's not over, right? It's not like you were there on stage and here we go. No, sorry, sir, you don't qualify now. It's over, dude. And it's like, it's over. But that's not one of these times, right? I just, week in, week out, you just keep going, and there it is, there it's not, there it is, there it's not. You see the information, you can learn from it. And by learning from the information, then you're going to be able to take the next step. What's my next necessary step? Okay, right there. Okay, good. All right, like options. So dreamers, dreamers. Such a good day. Oh, and duh. I just got done rocking a announcer role for three different individuals who teamed up together for a charity event. That was RFX, who was the stream that it was on, and two others that joined him while playing PUBG, and with these cool different tiers that would be accomplished by people donating a certain amount, and where they would play different. The games would be different, and there'd be all these rewards and stuff. And it was really cool. And those two other individuals were Jakenheimer and Shuli, and those it was just so much fun doing all that. It was super hype. There was a lot of money, and it was for StackUp.org. And I'm sure you guys already know what that is. If not, I'll put it down in the description below if you guys need to check that out. And just so much hype. Over $1,000 was raised, and it was really fun because I was the announcer, right? So every time something was happening, it was just like, hyping it up, right? And then people eventually realized they thought I was just a voice like robot thing sound effect they had, not realizing I was actually a person who was there doing it because I wasn't on camera, right? It was just audio. That was really I was laughing about that. That was good old fun. Well, dreamers, I know you are tickling to check out that speed run of Mega Man 2 and to see that top 20 time over here. Dreamers, thank you for subscribing. And you know what? I'll catch you tomorrow on another edition of Daydreamin'.